Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Freddie from Onpointsmp, and today we're gonna have George for his first session. Let's go. Game time. Look at him, Art.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so excited right now. I can't even tell you.
Let's get it.
Today is the day.
Today is the day.
It is the day.
Let's get it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna make this happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited about this.
Yes, sir. Woo, woo, wee.
All right.
I knew SMP for George was gonna be super exciting, right? Man, George is a perfect candidate for SMP. He has a baby face, right? He has a baby face, but I know with SMP, oh my God, we'll take him to the next level. I can't cross-contaminate, so I need to cut your hair right here, right?
Okay.
So what I recommend and I tell all my clients is you can use two machines, right, to make your SMP look at its best.
Okay.
You can use these these Andes T outliner. They will cut it at the shortest length without shaving it, right?
Correct. That's what they usually make lines with, usually for the back of your head.
Yes, exactly. Are you a barber too?
No, I'm just fully skilled.
Okay, you are you're full of knowledge. You have a lot of knowledge.
I do have. Hey, I got a big head. There's a lot of brain in there.
Okay, so you can use this machine, or what I tell my clients, if they want to go fully, they can use an electric shaver. So essentially, what we're doing is we're going to create a 5 o'clock shadow to match what you currently have on the side.
Every 2 days, roughly, you'd cut your hair?
Yeah, everybody's different. Play around with it, see how you like it. But I recommend every 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days, okay.
Yeah, because your hair follicle is dark on the side. It's dark.
Well, the reason that is because I decided to go through medication first, and that was the advice that was given to me. And what that will do is it'll thicken up your hair. Well, it thickened up my hair, but all at the wrong places though. And that's when I saw a video of you, and I saw your hairline. I said, man, is that real? Is that, or that looks just too clean. That can't be SMP. And then I just started doing more research on you. And then I saw some people, other clients, I was like, man, this is really good. And so I just kind of, did my homework for the last year, I would say. And I wasn't gonna go spend the money on a hair transplant, because what they don't tell you when you get a hair transplant is it's a never-ending story, because you're gonna continue to go through that journey. The journey doesn't end when you have that transplant, And this is a fact.
Facts.
This is a fact. You will be on that treatment for the rest of your life. The hair loss is still gonna progress, so guess what? You're gonna need another hair transplant. You're gonna have to continue to be on that medication. And if you have side effects, forget about being with your lady anymore. She's gonna go to the club without you.
We don't want that, fellas. We don't want that.
God, no.
So this is the best option. SMP is the #1 solution, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It all comes down to being the proper candidate.
Yes.
There's a guy that I watch religiously about transplants, but his hair looks amazing. The problem is I don't got $200,000-300,000. And he's probably done, I think he said 4 to 5 transplants. That's
man.
So the back of his head is wicked, but guess what they do? They do the SMP in between the scars.
You have to do SMP. No matter what, you're going to need SMP, no matter what.
100%.
So, might as well just knock it off, get the SMP, right?
Correct.
Because I'm going to end up doing SMP anyways. But the cool thing about that is if you get a hair transplant, I'm going to have to do SMP on that big old scar they do. Or those little, the little dot scars.
Yeah, the FUEs.
The FUE scars.
Yeah.
You got it.
Like I said, the best thing about SMP is, obviously it's not forever, but you can always touch it up. And that's the best part.
Yes, sir.
It might fade over 10 years, 15 years, whatever it may be, depending on how well you take care of it. But at the end of the day, I could always come right back and guess what? I have a fresh new set of hair.
Get a little baby touch up and you're ready to go.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I always thought hair transplants were a little too dramatic, man, because it's surgery.
Yeah.
It's surgery.
It really is.
This is non-invasive, right? You could go back to work the next day if you had to,
The key thing when you're doing this is obviously you want to have the right artist, which thank God I found them, and not be too aggressive, because you get a lot of guys that I've noticed that they would try to be so aggressive and say, oh, I need it lower, and then you just look like a chump.
We call it greedy. Don't get too greedy with your SMP.
So
we want this procedure, this treatment to look undetectable, right? If you could spot it out on somebody, then it's like I wouldn't say a bad treatment, but you know,
100%.
but the main goal is to keep it undetectable, keep it natural as possible, right? So we definitely don't want to go too greedy with the hairline. We want to keep it right there that perfectly frames your face.
Right.
We could even start a little higher. That's what I usually tell my students, to start higher, right? Because you can always add, but you can't take away.
Correct. You do what you got to do. You're the expert. As long as it looks good, you know, that to me, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no, definitely no rush, right? We're gonna take the right steps. We're gonna work conservatively, right? And we could, like I said, we could always add and add and add. I'm not gonna paint your head on the first session.
Of course.
We're not gonna go with that painted look, right? We're gonna go just keep on adding and adding, right?
Yes.
So like I said, we can usually get that done in about 2 sessions, maybe 3, if you need a like a slight little touch up or anything. But we can usually knock it out in 2 sessions. Some of my clients come back for a 3rd session. Some don't. It really depends on how the ink retains in your skin, right? Because everybody's skin anatomy is different.
Right.
We're not going as deep as a traditional tattoo, right? We're just going at the top layer of the dermis.
Right.
So yeah, we got to definitely see how it heals. We'll start conservative with the tone. We'll go a little lighter, right?
I want to make it, you know, age appropriate, which is key.
Age appropriate. You said it. Yeah. You said it. I was just about to tell you that.
The few people I have told that I'm doing this, they were a little concerned. You know, I may be a confident guy, but everybody has their insecurities.
Yeah, man. A hairline is everything to us guys, honestly, man. Like me before I had SMP, like I didn't even want to go to church with my wife. I held back a lot, right? Even swimming, like that, man. I didn't want to go swimming, bro.
It's gonna change everything. I really do believe that. Because people say, "Oh, you gotta lose weight." No, that's nonsense. It has nothing to do with weight. I see heavy guys with the most beautiful girls. That at the end of the day, it just comes down to your confidence.
Yes.
How are you afraid to speak to somebody? Listen, pretty girls need to get hit on too. Okay. Problem is they don't get hit on a lot because people are scared. The worst thing they can say is no.
Yes. True.
In life, if you don't ask for it, how are you gonna know if you're gonna get it? Can't be afraid to ask. That's always my philosophy.
Yeah, you can.
If you want something, you go and get it.
Go get it.
So SMP is going to be, man, it's going to be good. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I'm not going to lie. I'm so pumped up about it. I know the first couple of days, I think you were telling me there's redness or something like that.
Yeah, it subsides within the 24 to 48 hours. But you know, I got some special spray that'll take that redness away. At least for the day.
Special spray.
Yeah.
Oh, I like special spray. All right, I'm good with that. That works.
So we use micro needles.
Are there specific size, diameters in those?
Yeah, we have different sizes. I use 2 mainly, but I think there's 4 different sizes, right? And that all depends on how thick your skin is.
Okay.
But it's 3 needles. It's a 3RL. It's 3 needles, and when it does that puncture in your skin, if you really magnify it, it's a triangle. It's 3 dots in one, right? And that replicates your hair follicle perfectly. Because your hair follicle alone, when you zoom in on it, it's not just a dot.
Correct.
Right? It's
different grafts.
You have different grafts,
1, 2. Correct.
Exactly. So that puncture that replicates a hair follicle perfectly right there. So that's exactly what we use. Yeah, 3RL.
Is there anything else I should know?
Side effects, just to boost in confidence.
Side effects. So now we're gonna do a hairline.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, so for George, we went with a natural hairline, right? He didn't want a sharp look, a defined look. He wanted to keep it real natural. There's a certain formula we have to do in order to complete that. We have to sprinkle it in. We have to make it look as natural as possible. There's really a science to it. Okay, boom. I think we nailed it. Okay. So this is where, the strong line, right? That's where your hairline's gonna finish, right? It's gonna finish right there, but it's not gonna be super dense right there. I'm just gonna sprinkle it off into there. These lines behind here, this is where it's gonna be more dense, more density from here back, right? Because we're going with the natural look. If we're doing like a barbershop edge up, everything would be dense to this guideline right here, to this strong line.
Oh, I see, right.
Right? But since we're doing a natural, we have to give it like a little sprinkle effect. Natural hairlines are, a lot of people thinks this treatment is just dots, but it's not. Like it's really an art to do this, right?
I agree.
Natural hairlines, you definitely have to have an artistic eye to do natural hairlines, right? Because you have to make it sprinkle. You can't make it so dense to the line.
Sure.
And we have that right here on Point SMP. We have that perfect formula to create natural hairlines. So when looking to get this treatment done, I highly recommend, definitely do your research, look at reviews, look at your artist portfolio, right? Just look out for the little details you can find, pictures, before and after pictures. are very important, and a lot of testimonials as well.
Once I heard someone say on point, I go, that guy speaks my language.
We gonna get you on point, baby.
That's how I speak.
That's how we speak.
I never heard anybody use on point, I guess, at least my friends and all, but like, oh, that's on point.
You know, we gotta keep it on point, and then literally we're actually, you know, gotta be on point.
It's true. That's true. This is true. This is true.
On point, that's where it's at.
Like I said, I've been waiting for this day. I'm excited.
So that's it. That's how it starts. It's begun. It's begun. This is the first session. Like I said, we'll go conservative. You're going with the natural hairline. So we have to be extra conservative, right, with your natural hairline. We're using that best pigment, that ghost pigment. If I want to use anything else, look at that beautiful thing. Perfect impressions. Using that FYT pink. Perfect needles for the job. Still waiting for that sponsorship for FYT, man. Whenever y'all ready, I'm ready.
I feel like I'm at a spa.
That's it.
I'm just getting a massage in my head and a different kind of happy ending. To be honest with you, it's just like I feel like a massage.
Well, when you get it done correctly, the pain should be very minimal, right? Mm-hmm. If it hurts too much, then they're definitely doing it the wrong way, right? Because we're not going that deep. You're not even bleeding. You know, that's how deep we're not going. You're not even bleeding. Although there are clients that bleed sometimes. I mean, everybody's different.
Everybody's different. But yeah, everybody's pain threshold is different.
Mm-hmm. So with the tones, I'm going a little lighter on your for your hairline. Just to give it that extra natural look. I'm going about 4 shades lighter for your hairline.
Okay.
Just to give it that extra sprinkle, that extra little fade. So a lot of people think this is just dots. It is dots, right? Essentially what we're doing is dots, right? We are creating a masterpiece with those dots, right? Anybody could draw a zigzag hairline and give you dots, but is that gonna look fresh? No. So we take our time with your hairline, we draw it perfectly. And I'm a barber by trade, right? I'm a barber. You definitely have an advantage with the barber doing this treatment on you because we deal with hairlines every day. So what we're doing right now is we're laying down the first session, right? As far as the density, the dots, what I mean by density is how close I'm doing the dots. We're starting off with the safe tone. So next week when he comes back for a second session, we're gonna let this heal, right? And depending on how this heals, we could go a little lighter or a little darker. But we definitely want to start off safe and conservative with the tone. George right here, he's considered a Norwood 7, right? 7 is being like the worst case scenario. You have a horseshoe. So in this situation, I fully have to blend the first session into what he already has existingly. And that's what we're working on right now. but George right here has a beautiful skin, man. This skin, the hair follicle replications are just going in like butter.
So you're saying my skin is ideal?
Because sometimes you have different types of skin out there as well, right? You have dry, flaky
dry skin, sure.
Dry, flaky skin.
What do you recommend when those type of people come in here?
So what we recommend is for them to exfoliate, right? Put lotion on there to keep it as as moisturized as possible.
Non-scented lotion?
What I usually tell my clients is get the Vino.
Mm-hmm.
That usually does the job. But with dry skin, we tend to, when they come back for their second session, it tends to, fade out sometimes.
Because the skin's flaky? Is that what it is?
Flaky. Mm-hmm. When getting this SMP treatment done, you definitely want to do your research, right? You want to look at reviews. You want to look at, you want to go to their website, look at their work, their befores and afters. You definitely want to see a lot of testimonial videos, right? If the client's happy, the client's happy. You're definitely going to see that. And, yeah.
You kind of get an idea. It's important to ask the right questions before you do something like this.
100%, right? Ask the right questions. Look at their portfolio.
100%.
Look at the reviews.
Yeah.
Those are big things, right? We do see a lot of bad jobs out there, man. A lot of bad jobs, and I understand it, right? Artists have to start somewhere, right? I paid my dues in the beginning, right? When I first started, I was doing treatments for free, right, just to build up my portfolio. But once I got experience, once I got on point, I was able to charge what I charge today. But you definitely have to pay your dues. Definitely have to pay your dues. You have to have a genuine passion for helping people, right? To want to change people's lives. Like your treatment, I'm not rushing it at all. How long did we spend on your consultation? About 3 hours?
Oh, minimum.
We spent minimum 3 hours on this consultation, right? I'm not rushing you. I want you to feel comfortable, right? I want you to feel comfortable. I didn't pressure you. I wasn't trying to sell you.
Nope.
At the consultation, I was more educating you, right? Educating you about the treatment.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the end of the day, it's about you, right? It's about changing your life. And I want you to feel 100% comfortable when coming through our doors. Just like that, first session, bam. We also do a lot of training here, right? Training students. It's like boot camp, man. Honestly, I treat my students like boot camp. You know, a lot of barbers when they transition over to this industry, they just like, oh damn, it looks tight, it looks dope, right? They just want to, you know, just do work, but the main thing is to be clean, right? You don't want to do like a tight treatment, do dope work, but at the same time transfer over hepatitis B or C, right? You know, then you get sued, and you know we don't want that. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. I see a lot of artists, they'll put the machine down and then they'll grab their phone and start taking pictures. Like, bro, you gotta take off your gloves, man. You gotta take off your gloves. You have to wash your hands because you're cross-contaminated. That's something you have to be very aware of. Damn, so that's what we want, right? We want that nice transition, right? We want that nice blend. So that's fading in there perfectly, right? And then when second session comes, right, I'm gonna add density right here, and it's gonna super blend. Woo-wee.
And you don't want to get your hair wet, is that what I understand?
Yeah, don't wet it for 4 days.
So when you take a shower, just
I mean, if you get it lightly wet, it's fine. I mean, if it sprinkles on you, like, you know, ricochet from your body, that's fine.
Right, okay.
We don't want you to drench it in water.
Got it.
We just want you to leave it alone for 4 days so it can heal properly. Let it heal properly, let it do its thing. Don't sweat. Don't go to the gym. No swimming. You can wear your own hat. It's fine as long as it's not, you know, you're not sharing hats and crossing over bacteria.
You said don't go to the gym?
Yeah, definitely don't go to the gym.
My body hasn't seen the gym in 2 years. I work outdoors, so I'll make sure I be wearing a hat.
Definitely wear a hat. When you do wear your hat, let it breathe, right? Don't keep it on 24/7.
I have one of those outdoor hats that have vents on the side.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Brand new steel. The FYT steel.
FYT, huh?
Shout out to FYT. Ghost pigment, man. That's what I use in my arsenal right there. That's my arsenal right there. For my second session, what I do is I put the magnifying glasses on and I go in between all the follicles I did on the first session. That's a little more detailed, right? I don't really want to hit the same dot that I did, the same replication. There's no need to, right? If it's a healed dot, there's no need to go over it. Why go over a perfectly healed, perfectly good tone dot? So what I do is I go in between everything, and that's called building density. We could do adjustments on the tone. We could do adjustments on the hairline if needed. You just want to get the blending right. If you don't blend it, you could just, you know, it looks like a bowl cut, you know? You don't want to make it look like a bowl cut. You want to just blend it into existing natural hair. That's called feathering, right? You want to feather it out, branch it out. Can I see that right there? Boom. Nice. That's what we want right there. That transition right there. It's beautiful for first session. You good? How's the pain level? Still the same? Or a little more?
Pain?
Yeah.
What pain? I heard people say, oh, it's like a 3, 4, 5. Man, I don't know. Maybe those people are pampered. I'm gonna do a lot of welding too, so I got a lot of burn marks. There's nothing.
What?
Gigolo in the making. Here we go. My mother's gonna freak out, by the way.
Yeah, she's gonna freak out. In a good way.
18 is when I started seeing it. 23, I shaved it off.
This is halftime right here. We still got, like, you know, a little bit, we're at the end of the second quarter right here. And then from here, we're just gonna, you know, create his hairline. By that time, our rhythm would be so perfect that the hairline just comes out like butter. You could distinguish where we did the SMP. So look at that big difference, right? Of course, you know, the treatment's still red right now. It's still inflamed. And like I said, I have some anesthetic spray, some special spray I put on there to take the redness away, but I'll do that after the treatment when we take pictures. And that's basically, there you have it, right? This is the first session right here. And this is how we're blending it into the side. And with each session, it's just gonna get more magical and, you know, more on point. And yeah, more beautiful.
You're right. When you start getting the front and the halftime hair, a little more sensitive there. Interesting. I didn't feel nothing in the back, really. I would say, yeah, for sensitivity, I definitely would say like a 2 in the back, maybe. A 1 and 2. Once you hit that center stage, like I said, it's moving up to at least a 3. Maybe 3.5.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah. But it really comes down to the artist, too. His touch. You got a soft touch. You make it painless.
You see that hair? This is where his original hair is at. His original hairline when he was young, he still has hair right here. So we're just gonna bring it back to that same spot. You know, feather it in there. So high density, light density. So what we have to do for the natural hairline is we have to match this to this. He has a beautiful natural hairline. We still have to sprinkle in the sides a little bit too. This was the main part I had to be very careful with, right? Because it's your hairline, right? So I had to be extra strategic and extra careful, right? So that I took time with it, but it's in. It's beautiful. Now we can go a little ham.
Everything looks good when you first get it because it's all red and it's punched in nice. But what you really want to see from what I've read and what I've seen and all the experience that other people are telling me is wait till it's healed and then you'll see the finished product.
See, that already looks nice, nicely sprinkled right there.
It's a big step in someone's life to do something like this.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's just a game changer. It's either you love it or you hate it. That's it. Women do this as well, you said? Yeah. With more density?
Yeah, more density. It's more, more concealing and camouflaging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, women suffer too, man.
Yeah.
Baldness doesn't discriminate, man. Women suffer a lot.
What?
And then after some weight loss, get in shape again. Oh, I'm on fire.
Let it take its course. Let it heal properly. You ain't gotta put nothing on there.
All right.
And then after those 4 days, then yeah, you could cut it again and do what you gotta do.
Then I can cut it. Okay.
But just those first 4 days are crucial, right? Because we want it to heal properly. We don't want anything to fade out. You know, we don't want to do double work again, you know?
Sure.
And it's gonna look even more feathered once we do second session.
Right.
Because I'm gonna add more density, not to the hairline. The hairline's done. I would say maybe like about half an inch from the hairline. Add more density. Back.
Got it.
And so automatically everything's gonna look a lot softer, you know.
Got it.
Second session is gonna be, I would say probably like 5 hours. We're gonna take a couple breaks in second session for sure.
Okay.
More detail to go in between everything.
You can be wearing your jeweler glasses on.
Yes, yeah. All right, time for that spray. Time for that spray and the reveal.
All right.
And the hairline reveal.
Uh-oh. Don't.
That's a good first session. That's a very good first session. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Here we go.
Man, I'm so nervous right now. I can't even tell you guys. Freddie, I hope you did a phenomenal job.
I hope I did too. Don't kill me.
All right, man. Here we go. Oh, oh my God. Are you kidding me? You are the man. You are the man, bro. Dude, I'm about to cry right now. This ain't me. Dude, you got me teary-eyed right now, bro. I look like I'm 20 years younger. Man, I love you, brother.
It's just first session, man. It's going to get better.
God.
It's going to get better. We're going to take it to the next level, for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you have a hairline. You're leaving the doors with a frame to your face.
Bro, that looks amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. This is like, I was expecting, you know, to look good, but damn. I made the right choice, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Got you, man.
Oh, man. I'm going to go home and cry right now. I'll be back. It was good. I can't complain. I thought it was gonna hurt a little bit more. To be honest with you, it feels like just like a small scratch. At the end of the day, you gotta take care of yourself first. You gotta feel comfortable in your own skin. The first time when I started losing that hair and I was talking to a girl, you know, first thing she was looking at was my head. And then I said, why is she looking at my head? Why is she looking at my eyes? You know, and it kind of bugged me. Then it happened again and again. And I was like, man, is it because I'm starting to get that receding hairline? Then you're like, you know what? You're not trying to make any eye contact anymore. When you talk to somebody, you're always kind of like looking down or something. You're afraid to see their facial expressions because it's like, hey, what's up? How are you? And they're like looking right at your forehead, you know, and like, oh shoot, all right, let me go put that hat back on, you know? So you get that hairline back again. It's kind of like hats off. You start dressing better, you get that confidence. You know, a hair, believe it, for men, it makes all the difference. It really does. Anybody who says otherwise is just lying to themselves. Thank God I found this place. On Point has brought the youth back.
So definitely reach us. You can find us at www.onpointsmp.com, or you can find us on Instagram, on_point_SMP, or you can email us at onpointsmp@gmail.com. I'll be seeing you.